Well, President Donald Trump, he's celebrating this passage in the Senate. He's in Florida today. He is touring what officials there are calling Alligator Alcatraz. It's a detention facility of ICE. It's about 50 miles outside of Miami. And if you haven't been there, it is surrounded quite literally by alligator-infested swampland. The president spoke at a roundtable discussion with Florida officials earlier. He spoke about the path forward for this facility. Here's what he had to say.
But very soon, this facility will house some of the most menacing migrants, some of the most vicious people on the planet. We're surrounded by miles of treacherous swampland, and the only way out is really deportation. And a lot of these people are self-deporting back to their country where they came from.
So let's bring in CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro, not far from where alligators are swimming there in the Florida Everglades. So is this facility really the blueprint for what the administration wants for an immigration detention facility, not only there, but also all around the country?
Yeah, Reed, good to be with you. That definitely was the message coming from President Trump, as well as Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, who called on other states to build facilities like this, though they admit it's likely to be Republican states, such as Louisiana and Texas. And even Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said that this is just one of potentially multiple centers like this in his own state. He said that there would be another site similar to this on a National Guard camp that would hold about 2,000 potential undocumented migrants. So it's something that the Trump administration is open to as they overall look to really ramp up their immigration enforcement activity. You know, we have seen from the quote border czar Tom Homan say that the administration wants 100,000 beds to be able to house these migrants that are detained, as the overall goal for the administration is to deport 1 million of these undocumented immigrants.
Yeah, and as you see these facilities start to pile up with people who have been detained, it also begs the question, what about due process for every one of them and these immigration to detention hearings? Let's put that aside for a minute and ask about this. Break down the facility. Who's paying for it, and how is it being maintained?
Yeah, this is a facility that used to be grand plans for a big airport in the 70s in the Everglades. That was scrapped. And for the past couple of decades, it has, it has been used as a pilot training facility. And what we've seen Governor DeSantis as well as President Trump say is that this facility was already here. We're just putting beds on top of it. In terms of the payment, this is something that will be ran by the state of Florida, but they will be reimbursed by two federal agencies, the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA, specifically a program in FEMA that Republicans have criticized President Biden for using in terms of it being focused on shelter for migrants. You've seen Republicans in the past couple of years really criticize undocumented immigrants who are staying at these hotels in New York City. That is the specific set of funds that Secretary Noem is tapping into, and the overall estimate for running one of these facilities for 1 year is $450 million.
Aaron Navarro, thank you so much for that live report from South Florida.